this pathetic mess after she'd been dumped by her boyfriend, Mike. Yes, she had joined Toastmasters and had thrown herself into its wonders full force, but it was time to move on in the romantic world. Please welcome Janine as she jumps into another new world with her speech entitled, Tell Me a Story.
Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. After Mike dumped me, I cried for 1.5 years and went to Toastmasters meetings, which was the only place I didn't cry. And then one day, the veil of sadness seemed to lift. And I walked into the ladies' room at work and I noticed my friend Erica. And she's peering in the mirror, doing the makeup thing. And I said to her, where are you off to? She said, I've got a date. Didn't you have a date last night? Yep. Date a night till I meet Mr. Right. Thought about it for a minute, and I said, where are you getting all these men? She said, online dating. You know, Janine, it's time for you to get a life. Get over Mike and move on. Online dating is the go. But let me warn you, it's hard. Now, for all of you that know me, know I'm not good at hard. But I did what you're supposed to do. Posted a profile, wrote a little blurb about myself, realistic enough photo, my likes, my dislikes. They should have a job, no children, should live in LA, and be over 5'11". How hard could that be? So I had to work out a strategy where it was going to be more fun than work. So there was a local bar right near my house. Very romantic and had big booze to have a drink in. So my plan was this. After a minimal amount of small talk, I would ask them for their most interesting date story. Bachelor number 1 arrives. Now, bachelor number 1 had that look of, yeah, I'm devastating, aren't I? You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. Now, I noticed he was a little bit shorter than his photograph. But so I asked him his story. Well, I was talking to this woman online. In fact, we even talked on the phone. And I decided that we should go out and date. Well, I get to a house, she opens the door, and she's 60 pounds heavier than a photo. Oh, really? What did you say? Nothing. Turned on my heels, went straight back to my car. Enough said. Thank you for playing Bachelor number 1. Bachelor number 2 got there first. That's a good sign, right? And he's cute as a little button, in a cute little button. Really, really a nice guy. So, tell me a story. Well, I was setting up a date with this woman. I get to the meeting place, and she's 40 pounds heavier than a photo. Really? What did you do? Well, I went through with it. She was a nice woman. I was clearly disappointed. Did you see her again? No, because you know. Okay, so we kind of had a good time until we walked out to the parking lot. And on our way out to the parking lot, I noticed that bachelor number 2 was 5 feet tall. He looked up at me and said, "My height doesn't bother you, does it?" I see him again? No. Now, stories reveal us. And a perfect example is Ryan Lochte when he was in Rio. Now this man, handsome, Olympic swimmer, got the gold medals, fabricates a story about how he was robbed dramatically at gunpoint. Now the truth finally unravels. And we find out that Mr. Lochte feels that he over-exaggerated his story. Now, I did not know there was such a term. The way I was brought up, it is liar, liar, speedos on fire. He went from famous to infamous overnight. And the way he chose to tell his story revealed him as, what's the word of the day?
Superficial.
Superficial little creep that he was. Now I want you to think about it. When you go for a job interview, there are questions called situational questions. Peter, tell me about a time you had a difficult employee to deal with. Or, Margaret, tell me about a time when you had to discipline an employee. All they're saying is, tell me a story. And if I like your story, I might hire you. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone in this room knows that stories reveal us. They can have you hired or fired. They can make you loved or loathed. So, next time I see you, I want you to tell me a story. Next person.